We all know The Shining. We felt the isolation of the Overlook Hotel, the horror of Danny's visions, and the unease of Jack Torrance's descent into madness. But even after countless viewings, the film continues to reveal new layers, hidden just beneath the surface. I've shown it off a few times during this intro, and you probably didn't even notice. Once you do, it might just change the way you watch The Shining forever. If you watch closely, you'll notice that Jack repeatedly looks directly at the lens. It happens during his interview with Mr. Ullman, and when he's chasing Danny through the hedge maze. These moments aren't your typical fourth wall breaks. They're not overt gestures like Matthew Broderick's charming monologues in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, or Leonardo DiCaprio's brazen asides in The Wolf of Wall Street. Jack's glances are quieter, almost imperceptible. Once you notice them, they're impossible to unsee, and they're deeply unsettling. And the question is, why does he do it? I have a few theories. What makes these glances so fascinating is what they do to us, the viewers. Every time Jack looks into the camera, he shifts the power dynamic. At first, we're in control. We're watching his descent into madness, safely removed. But with each glance, Jack seems to become more aware that we're watching, and that control starts to erode. There's one particular moment where this power shift crystallizes. I want you to watch this scene where Jack really starts to lose his grip on reality.
I could really write my own ticket if I went back to Boulder now, couldn't I? Shoveling out driveways, working a car wash. Would that appeal to you?
Jack.
Wendy, I have let you fuck up my life so far, but I am not gonna let you fuck this up.
Jack's gaze lingers uncomfortably long. It's no longer just a glance, but a recognition. At that moment, it feels like he's coming for us. We're no longer passive observers. We've been pulled into the Overlook, into his madness, and into danger. The most obvious interpretation of Jack's glances is that he's acknowledging the ghosts haunting the Overlook Hotel. Ghosts in The Shining are both omnipresent and ambiguous. Are they real? Are they hallucinations? Either way, their impact on the story is undeniable. They erode Jack's sense of reality, pulling him deeper into madness. By looking at the camera, is Jack seeing us as just another specter? Are we, the audience, part of the hotel's haunted legacy, silent, voyeuristic witnesses to his unraveling? The idea reframes the Overlook Hotel itself. It's not just a haunted building, it's a malevolent force that draws people in, consumes them, and adds them to its roster of trapped souls. When Jack stares into the camera, it's as if he's staring into the void, and the void is staring back. The more it happens, the more fractured his psyche becomes, and the more complicit we feel in his breakdown. But there's another way to see these glances. Instead of addressing ghosts, what if Jack is addressing us directly? Every time he locks eyes with the camera, he's breaking the boundary between fiction and reality, forcing us to confront our role as viewers. It's a subtle but profound transgression. Suddenly, we're not just watching Jack Torrance spiral into madness, we're part of the story. And worse, we're powerless to stop it. Compare this to more traditional fourth wall breaks, which often invite the audience into the narrative in a playful and conspiratorial way. Jack's stares do the opposite. They implicate us. They make us feel vulnerable, as though we're the ones being watched. By the time Jack is chasing Danny through the hedge maze, these glances have escalated into something terrifying. The Overlook has consumed him, and now it's coming for us. In its classic Kubrick, through The Shining, he plays with conventions to keep us off balance. Horror films typically thrive on darkness, yet the Overlook is bathed in harsh light. Ghost stories often have clear rules, but here, the line between reality and the supernatural is deliberately blurred. And then there's Jack's gaze, which challenges the very structure of cinematic storytelling. By having Jack repeatedly glance at the camera, Kubrick forces us to confront the voyeuristic nature of watching movies. We are not passive observers. We are active participants in the horror. And that raises uncomfortable questions. What does it mean to watch someone lose their mind? Do we bear any responsibility for what unfolds on screen? In the end, Jack's glances are a microcosm of what makes The Shining so interesting. They're ambiguous, unsettling, and endlessly open to interpretation. Are they a nod to the ghosts of the Overlook? A comment on the viewer's complicity? Or just another layer of Kubrick's meticulous, enigmatic storytelling? Perhaps they're all of these things. And that's the beauty of it. With every glance, Kubrick challenges us to look deeper into the film, into Jack, and maybe even into ourselves. Thanks for watching, everybody. Leave your thoughts on what we've talked about in the comments below so we can discuss it further. And if you want to keep watching more deep dives into movies and TV shows, make sure to like and subscribe to our channel.